You're going to be taking over Gus Bickford's seat. He's elected to a 4-year term.
Yes.
He's already served 1 term, so you're only going to get 3 years. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on nationally, making people nervous.
Yes.
If you look at Washington, if you look at the DNC, a lot of people disappointed on how they went through the last campaign. What do you think the 3 most important things is that they should focus on?
Well, that's a difficult thing. The 3 most important things are, 1, we got to make sure that we keep the system open to everybody.
Okay.
We got to make sure access. We got to make sure that we're transparent, and we make sure that we keep the transparency there. And that is going to be a big fight.
Big fight, right? So you're saying access and transparency. There was a lot of people complaining about what was going on.
Correct.
That's number 1 that you want to see. What's number 2?
Number 2, I think is the training. The training from the bottom up. I think we need to make sure that everyone is on board. It's just before I came down here, I was speaking to a young man from Malden, Massachusetts.
Okay, Malden.
And he was a Bernie supporter, and he didn't vote in Massachusetts. He voted in Connecticut from where he is, and he's moved up to Massachusetts. And he worked very hard on the Hillary campaign. But this is where we need to make sure that we hear these people, we bring them in, and how he came about. It was really something. This is a young man who was at the last Democratic State Committee meeting.
Okay. Never boring.
And that's for sure. And he wanted to come out to see what was happening. Word got around, and
now this is the one that we elected Gus at, right?
Yes. And he got around and he spoke to a few people and led to various different names. And out of all the names, I was the one who got in touch with him.
Okay.
And I think that I let him know that the Democratic Party is going to be with him, and we're not going to let him slip through the cracks. He's going to be part of it.
He's important to the
So I think training from the bottom up. This is a young man. He's 24 years old.
We need to get him involved.
We need to get him involved, and when we get hold of these people, don't let them go. Let's make sure we move on.
So you're saying first one is definitely the transparency.
Correct.
Second one is training and bringing people in.
Correct.
What's number 3?
Well, the third thing is not only we're bringing people in, we need to take and search out for people who are on board and make sure we get them ready to run for office. And
Grooming new candidates.
Grooming new candidates, make sure we have somebody there in every phase of it. Just like in Wayland, I got a young man to run for the Senate against our Senate seat holder.
Right.
And these are things that we all need to do, not just myself, but I think this is something that we all need to do. I know we have a lot of people in the party that are out there actively doing that, and this is one of the things I know in Attleboro. There are people out there actively looking, and this gets us really moving into the position that we're going in.
So 3 things. 1 is access, transparency. 2 is training and recruitment, getting people into the party, and the last one, you want to see a program of actually getting candidates onto the ticket and making sure they have the system.
Right.
Now,
and we're there for them.
The party's there for them.